my 4-week trip, my 4-week shakedown trip from Canby Island to Bangor in the Menai Straits. And so I've been ordering a lot of stuff, and this is on my previous videos. And so just continuing from that. Well, a few more things arrived today. This is a solar panel, and it's not, it looks quite big there, but it's not actually as big as I thought. And so I had a look at the back of it, and it seems to be fairly well constructed. You can see here, pretty solid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of bars, going to mount a couple of bars across here, maybe to there, or there's one on the other side, and I'm just going to put those bars, I'm going to rest those bars on the rail at the back of the boat and put a couple of stainless steel U-bolts through the rail and into that bar, quite thick bar, 1/4 inch aluminium bar, and then that should be able to just tilt, and I'm just going to put some ropes to hold it in position, so if I want to change the angle of the sun I can do that, and otherwise it can be locked in position. So that should be simple, and I ordered the pieces of aluminium, one piece 1 metre of aluminium that will do it, and that was about £10, so £10 to mount that is pretty reasonable. So the wire arrived, and there's just 2 meters of black and 2 meters of red, so I'm going to use that. The multimeter came, and it's interesting because it arrived and the cable that plugs into here was no good. And so I looked into my old cable that I got with this multimedia that I was throwing away, and it's interesting because I chopped one of them off and the other one I didn't chop off, and the one that I didn't chop off was red. And so now I have a red end, and this one fits in here, so I've got a red here, and now I put it on a battery, and it doesn't really matter, it doesn't mind which way round you connect it, it just shows the voltage correctly. So that's convenient, I suppose. It's a fairly flimsy device, but what do you expect for that kind of price? So I'm hoping some more things come today so I can carry on and start to use some of this wiring, start to wire my control panel up. Yeah, we discussed the navigation systems that were available, and the one I didn't mention was the boat app, Navionics boat app, and this is the biggest, this is like the Google or the Facebook of navigation systems, and so they've got a captive market there, and so there's going to be a lot more registration, checking, you know, there's going to be a lot of messing around on that if you want to do anything. You may find yourself locked out and having to put your password in again, and a lot of that kind of stuff. I don't know, but you know what it's like on some of these big sites, Google, eBay, so on. And so whilst it is a really good navigation system, and I suppose one good thing about navigation systems is that once you're off the internet they can't get you, and so, but that's another problem too, because if they're putting systems in that do stuff, automatically download stuff when you get when you change maps and things like that, and you're not on the internet, who knows if this is all going to work properly. And so they might release updates where this kind of breaks down and gives all sorts of issues, and so that's my fear with the Navionics system. It's just too many people involved in it. It's too big like Google, and so that's why I've looked at some of the other ones. Now you'll notice that I wrote down Navlink instead of Navionics. I didn't even know what Navlink was, and so I had a look and went on the internet and had a look at what Navlink is. And Navlink is interesting because Navlink is the same as CNAV. I downloaded Navlink, had a look there. It looks exactly the same as CNAV, same application, same maps, same lack of maps. It's the same problem with Navlink it is with CNAV. It hasn't got all the maps. But one of the advantages of Navlink over CNAV is it can be used on a non-GPS iPad. And so and it can use your external GPS. So if you've got a really good external GPS, which might be better than the GPS system that's in the iPad, I don't know, it's possible that it is, I don't know if it is or not, but you could then link that external GPS with a good powerful antenna on your boat to your non-GPS iPad, which is a cheaper option. You can get non-GPS iPads quite a bit cheaper than GPS enabled iPads. So if you use Navlink, but then if you're going offshore, traveling the world, you need all the maps. So iSailor is the one for that really. iSailor or the Navionics app. Okay, now there was a question, why did I not need to buy the iPad? Why did I go onto eBay and do all this business with the iPad and then not buy it? And I'll tell you the reason for this really is that I needed to research the stand, the iPad stand, the waterproof stand and all that kind of thing. I needed to find out what I was going to use for that, because that's got to be built into my instrument panel, my electrical system that I'm going to be upgrading. I'm building a panel for that. There's a video section on that. And so that needs to have, the bracket needs to be made and mounted onto that panel ready to take the iPad. And so I bought, as you see on this video, I bought the mounting bracket for the iPad, so I can make that at the same time and have it all ready to go. And I'm only going to buy an iPad in 6 months' time when they're cheaper. You know, they always get cheaper as time moves on, where you get a more modern one or something like that. Maybe the Pro is going to come down in price, I don't know. So that's the story about why I didn't buy the iPad. Well, I did a lot of buying yesterday. I kind of got carried away because I just wanted to get it all done. And what I did was I bought all my fishing tackle stuff, all my fishing stuff. I don't know why I did this, because I could have waited, but I didn't. I just went and bought it. And I totted up at the end of the day. I added it all up what I spent on fishing tackle, and it came to £200. I nearly fell off my seat. I thought, oh my God, you know, I might have to tighten my belt and not eat anything for the next month. But there you go. I was looking for, well, rods and reels were the main thing, but all the other stuff, the line and the trace and the lures and all that all costs a lot of money. The bits and pieces for boats cost a lot, for fishing costs a lot of money. I'll show you what I got. Yeah, if I close my eBay thing, it wants me to sign in again. It's driving me insane. Ah, what's this? Pick my secret question. I don't even want to do any of this. I'll just go straight in. I bypass that. Because I know computers, I can do that. Most people just wouldn't be able to get past that screen. There's no button to say cancel or anything. Right, oh, okay. What's coming up? Right, so these were the reels I was looking at. Wow, what a bargain. What a bargain. Wow, there's some bargains on here. And there you go, it's half the price of the one I got, so I'll show you. Penn Senator 113H, 4x0, £30. Wouldn't that be a nice reel? What I ended up doing was I ended up getting this. Penn Long Beach, £15. And so, but the funny thing is it's a left-handed model, and I don't know why I got a left-handed model. There you go, maybe it's better left-handed on the right-hand side of the boat. I've only got one rod, so I think I'm going to mount this reel on the boat itself and just have a line on it. I didn't intend doing it that when I bought it, but it's with it being left-handed, I can wind the line in whilst I'm holding the fish on around the side of the boat, you know, pulling it in on the side of the boat, and I can still have the handle on the side that's accessible, so that's quite good. So I'm going to have one rod and one with a reel and another reel that's got like a hand line on it, so it's available any time if I sailing through some fish, and the thing is now I can just grab the lure, throw it out, and I'm fishing. Oh, look at this nice one. This is a 6x0. This is what you need actually for big game fishing. And this is a 114H. This one is in perfect condition, and it's like new really. And so this one's sitting at £30. 5 bids at £30. Interesting. So it'll be interesting to see what this one goes for. But when is that coming up? 22 hours. There's a Penn Squidder for 30. I got a Penn Squidder as well. There's a 6x0 for 55. A 4x0 for 44. You see, that's more expensive than that 4x0, much nicer 4x0s that sold for 30. So it's funny, isn't it? I'll have a look here. My purchases. I should find the Squidder that I got. The Squidder's going to be my main reel. Okay. All the stuff. Here we go. Right. Penn Squidder with the box. Old box from probably from the 70s. This one. There it is. All the bits. I need the thread. I need the wrench too. I need all this stuff. Spare spool, so I can have lying on top shot, lying on one, and the braid one on it. With all the boxes inside the box. Perfect condition. And what did I pay for that? 35. Okay. It had a buy now on there. I just hit the buy now. As soon as I saw it, I hit the buy now. I thought, you know, that's a good price for that. That's got everything I need. So I didn't haggle about with that. You know, the Penn Squidders, they were the best reel that Penn ever made. You know, they were really expensive. They were the same price as a small Senator, and so they've got ball bearings on either side. Yeah, after I bought that, then I had to go and spend. Oh, that's the iPad, the tablet mount. I needed to get that that's why I was looking at iPads. I needed to get the mount, because that needs to be made as place for in my new instrument panel, so I needed to buy that. Right, there's the squid, and then I started to get all, oh, there's a rod, £30 for the rod, fully rollered, don't know if it'll be any good, but that's what I've got. Then I've got 300 meters of 50-pound breaking strain line. I've got something else. £30 line. Oh, this is Spectra. Sorry, this is Spectra. So 50-pound breaking strain Spectra, and I've got £30 mono on top of that. Some swivels. You need them. You can't fish without those. Then I've got a lure. I managed to buy a lure, second-hand lure, for $13.89. That's a proper tuna lure, that. $13.89. And then I got some 200-pound leader material. Sure exactly how much that's, probably 50 meters or something like that. And then I've got some ordinary cheap snap swivels for bait fishing. And I got some aluminium sleeves to crimp together the trace material. And I got for £4.27 24 hooks of one size and 24 hooks of another size. Just two sizes, all you need. And then I got oh, this is leader material. This is 100-pound leader. This 100-pound leader is good for if you're bait fishing and you just put a leader on the end, put a hook on the end of that, and chuck some bait in. So when you get the fish near the boat, you just grab hold of the leader, and you can just lift it in with the leader. 100 pounds, good size for that. Then I got some Lumo squids, which I'm going to make my own lures. I'm going to put a lead weight into the end of them, into the head of them, and tie some stuff onto them to make my own lures. So they were $3.99 for 10 of them. And I got some crystal flash to tie into them. That's £3.20 for some of that. And I got some marabou feathers, 20 per pack of marabou feathers to tie on. And I got some sinkers. .21 grams drilled lead weights. And then I got a box to put it all in. And there's my aluminium bar I got, $11.50 it was, for the solar panel. There's the U-bolts. That £12 for the stainless steel U-bolts. See the size there, M4 by 62mm. It's all here on here. Then the screws, the threaded screws, you can see what that is too, threaded screws. That's to attach the bars to the solar panel, 20mm. And then the plastic washers, so that you don't get corrosion between the stainless steel and the aluminium. And that's it. We'll have a look at my pen long beach now. Okay, so this is just going to be attached to the side of the boat, to the rail on the boat. No, it isn't, because it hasn't got any way to connect it. Unless I put some hose clamps on it. No way to connect it. So maybe I don't know. I'm going to see that. At the moment I'm not getting another boat, another rod. I actually thought this might be for my partner to use, and I thought maybe she's left-handed or something. I don't really know why did I get a left-handed reel? It's a mystery, you know, but there'll be a reason for it. It'll be good in the end to have a left-handed reel for some reason. I used to have one of these before, and they're really, really nice reels to use. Just a good general purpose reel. You can pull in a fish like 60-pound fish, no problem on one of these. You can even fit, and even a little fish is nice to catch on this. And so, yeah, they're quite good. Probably the best all-round reel that you can get